Eyes gently closed. Give yourself all permissions to physically relax. As you become aware of your own abilities to just daydream and visualize and go further within. And imagine yourself walking beside a long shoreline, the coastal length of a stunning stretched out beach. And you are walking so easily and calmly, feeling so confident and relaxed. As each easy step takes you deeper into your inner mind's resources, where your mental visualizations are all beginning to align you more and more towards ideas of peacefulness and serenity and tranquility. And somewhere out beside you, to your left or right hand side, you find yourself looking out across a wide and clear ocean. As soft and gentle waves crest and roll, forming the vastness of a stunning blue and green sea. And closer in to you the waters foam and wash so gently into this longer stretch of white sandy shores. A natural paradise full of coastal colours and seaside sounds. And here you are, relaxing and moving slightly up ahead and above the shore of this beach line. Strolling and moving in your own time, and completely at your own pace. As you walk slightly winding paths of lush green grasses, so healthy here beside the natural waters. As the smell of the sea salts arrives to your senses, smelling that air through your nostrils. As you take some moments to inhale the fresh, clear air through your nose. Just enjoying filling your lungs with this natural inner purity. As you breathe so deeply and so smoothly, even all of the way down into your lower chest and down even further into the full expanse of your relaxing belly and your relaxing opening diaphragm, taking some of the deepest breaths now you have taken, perhaps for quite a while. And just allowing that pure air to flow within you as it rejuvenates all parts of you inside of your body. And you may become aware that there is a part of you that so deeply enjoys the serenity that you can create. With the visuals and imaginings of this beachside walk. And you enjoy the sounds of the rolling waves, which begin to match with the cycles and rates of your own rolling breaths. And you become aware of the lines of tall trees spanning ahead along the pathway before you. Each tree more beautiful than the next. And you're fascinated as you begin to watch each tree swaying so calmly, with the rolling incoming ocean breezes. Every branch swaying with a rhythm which seems to match both the waves and your own slowing down, relaxing rate of breath. Your calming rate of breathing, feeling so good. And very soon you notice about you some different people passing you by. As you begin to see many smiling faces there. And you observe each new face beaming at you with so much warmth and so much kindness, and even so much love, so much friendliness and joy you become aware of in each person's passing eyes. And maybe you see the faces of various loved ones, different friends or family members, people you recognize from your own life. People you truly connect with, or have once in time deeply connected to. Or just people you've spent some quality, happier times with, sharing together. And even other people, perhaps long forgotten from some time back there ago. Men and women, younger and older. So many people who imparted something of importance to you, some sharing of knowledge or shared experience on some deeper, meaningful level. All of these people begin to move on, passing by you. One by one, you have a moment to connect with them once again, to recognize them, the changing faces of people who have helped you in some way, once upon a time in your life. People who may have contributed to your life or your growth. Maybe even in ways you had not yet understood or acknowledged at that time. And one by one, you see them all now, connecting again. And a deeper part of you is now knowing and realizing just how much you really did learn from that individual person, from each individual person, from each being. from each connection. Just how much you carried with you. Something in some positive way. Some important lesson. Some insight. Some piece of energy. As you continue to expand and develop, moving onwards and forwards in your important development, all of these connections once upon in your life are now again enriching you because of their necessary emotional, intellectual, and even spiritual lessons for growth. So as each person passes, you may gently nod or wave or smile to each being, each person you pass, taking a small moment for yourself to thank them in some way, to thank them for being the right teacher at the right time. For giving you exactly what you needed to take you where you are now in your life. And it can feel so good to give back your thanks and gratitude, or even your passing regards, to acknowledge the bigger picture of your life's bigger connections. Even in this small and subtle way, because as you continue to enjoy relaxing, you continue to imagine yourself walking ahead, and your deeper awareness all of this time is reaching out further across your surroundings, across your energetic existence, in some surprising new ways. And very soon, you realize that you are left to be the only person walking in your particular direction. Because after some time, all of those other passers-by, all of those important beings which surrounded you and you did acknowledge, they all begin to thin out and to fade and disappear behind you. Until soon, you are all alone in your coastal journey. This journey just for you. As I continue to listen to the gentle rhythmic rolls of those waves, you begin to hear the soft calls of various new gulls and seabirds. Far out and up in the stunning, clear blue skies. And you find yourself now moving upwards as you go. As those grassy green paths you were on are now changing under your feet. And you are now rising along a winding and curving track, ascending a coastal mountain-side trail. What you see is made of so many natural stone stairs, and you feel so safe and secure all of this time as you continue to climb, continue to ascend. And you do continue your climb, slowly following the stairway's directions. As you look out even further across the waters so far below. You see you are climbing this rising headland above this seaside cove. And far up above you, you begin to see the small shape of a new and tall structure, the shape of a white tower waiting there for you. And you realize this is a powerful tower, a tower of meaning, a powerful lighthouse there, rising up, beginning to take shape with clarity. And yet still distant in those misty clouds. Yet something about this lighthouse tower has to it some otherworldly quality, as if the lighthouse itself emits its own different kind of soft ambience. Every now and then, as you keep climbing and ascending, you see and feel and even know the tower's glowing light shining from within, reaching out with soft pulses to shine upon, to even touch and connect in some way with you. And part of you knows, so deeply down inside, that this structure is now calling you to it, inviting you to soon enter its reassuring energies of insight and profound protection. Just as soon as you make your way to that very summit of this headland, winding and spiraling along the solid rock stairways, you continue to climb and climb and climb even further, feeling so much happier and healthier in your heart with each and every new step. And soon you become enveloped by the soft white mists of those passing clouds. As you feel all conscious thoughts lifting from you, all conscious-minded worries, pretensions, or concerns you once held are now here being cleared and removed and cleansed from your wakeful mind, from that conscious mind. As all physical tensions in your body feel just melt and dissolve away from you. Causing you to relax even more deeply. To relax. To unwind. To be open to what is meaningful. picture and see yourself climbing so easily. Until finally you find yourself at the very summit of this pristine seaside cove, where the white mists begin to clear about you, revealing the incredible vista of a vast new horizon. As you look out, so far down below, you see and watch those distant waves foaming upon their rocks. And you can clearly observe from here, from this vantage, where the natural stony beach head moves out to gradually transform the land as it becomes the sea. As the firm hardness of the earth becomes the soft liquid of the ocean. Dazzling colours of browns and greys and greens and blues begin to mix and mingle in your experience. As they meet with the crashing foams of a pure white, which all takes place in the middle of this colourful dance. Bringing you now such a deep and deeper growing peace. So much so you feel yourself filling with a blissful new kind of sublime tranquility. Because you just stand and watch and observe this private sanctuary, here just for you, far up above from everything below. And that deeper awareness within you, which is always expanding, always evolving you, is even now allowing you to see some things in so many new ways. As different thoughts and different ideas and images you held wherever they may be now in your conscious awareness. Everything you believe that makes up who you really are, and everything you attach to your own identity and your own being. All of these ideas and concepts and habits of thinking are now available for your higher self's true wisdoms to observe and watch and regard over this time. Because you are now just a little more and more detached from all of those thoughts, channeling in so powerfully now to the different parts of you that exist beyond all thinking. Beyond your thoughts. Beyond your ideas. Beyond certain things you have learned. And allowing these special parts of you that are much more spiritual inside, whatever that may mean to you, to talk and communicate back to you with so much more as you allow your sacred dimensions to begin to open and truly explore what it can mean to connect to the purest sources of energy in this world. Connecting and exploring in powerful new ways. And very soon, just whenever you are satisfied, you'll feel yourself turning from this beautiful, high, cliffside view to face behind you, where you see that incredible tower now waiting. As you stand and admire this tower, you know it must be so very old, because you see it is made of bricks and stones and materials that seem to have been put in place here so many eons, if not an eternity, long ago. And you feel compelled to move forwards again as you see this tower appear. Stepping and moving towards that lighthouse there, you discover the shape of a doorway at the tower's base. And so you move now towards that door, to soon find your hand brushing up against the feelings of solid wooden slats. And you feel yourself beginning to turn the door's brassy handle, because you realize you always had the ancient and secret key to this very tower with you all this time. And you see yourself move your hand with that key to place it in the door's lock, a large silver key into a silver lock. You hear the key turning as you turn your hand, and the lock's workings clicking and shifting. Until at once that large old door suddenly opens before you, and with a satisfying creak upon its worn hinges, the portal opens completely. Now you see a large circular room as you slowly move your way inside. And all about you on the walls and the floors are so many ornate paintings and tapestries and carpets and artworks. So many papers of ink and pencil drawings, and busts of marble and sculptures of clay, and fascinating exotic keepsakes, and even unusual objects, strange and exotic objects, old-fashioned sound recordings and record albums and radio speakers from another era. A myriad of arcane books and old-fashioned written notes. And artifacts from ancient history, as if from a museum or a collection. And each and every piece you discover is somehow a representation of a part of your own life, to be found right here, because there are collections from the modern times here too. Things and experiences you remember directly that are so important to you. and other memories and notes, to even things you had long forgotten. Yet everything you see has a unique and special meaning to your deeper being. To your spiritual self, to your energetic being. And the more you explore now this wide tower basement, the more you see new insights and clearer views, and so many exciting, better and stronger understandings of what is truly important to your deeper self. Spring up and call to you as you explore now everything to do with your spiritual growth. Everything that is truly important is before you in this time right now. Because you are beginning to discover that the artworks and objects kept here are not so very literal. Not so literal in their sense to be exactly what they first appear. As each and every abstract painting or piece of faded photography you gaze upon begins to light up and change in some new way when you approach, when you go near. And each and every sculpture and ornament begins to illuminate and warm with a surprising new glow within it, just as soon as you find yourself reaching out to touch or feel the textures there, the shapes of those objects, the feelings of that art. The surfaces of those images. And each faded book you choose to pick up and open or read begins to sharpen in its text, as it even speaks to you somehow with a new, quiet voice. Imparting to you something so new and so important, something which gives you so many more powerful clues as to where it is you are now needing to move right now in your expanding spiritual life. So even as you begin to think a new question, which is, what do I now need to learn or develop or focus on to more easily move forwards in my life? What do I now need to learn or develop or focus on to more easily move forwards in my life? You immediately discover something new appearing right before you, as some new object appears and stands out and calls you directly to it. So you go ahead and move there to look at and pick up or listen or feel that object. As something new and powerful is now revealed to you. Whether by image or sound or by a note or sensation, something begins to answer for you this question. And as it does, you feel a powerful sense of enlightenment glowing inside of you. Something like the seed of springtime growth as a new movement of energy and focus begins to spin within you. Causing you to smile to yourself with each new thrilling discovery. And now more and more important objects are calling you to them. Wishing and wanting to deliver to you your own important messages. Until after some satisfying time, you feel yourself just beaming with such satisfaction and such joy. And right in this moment as you do, you become aware of a sublime, peaceful presence beginning to form in this vast room with you. So you choose to turn about once more, as you see now in front of you the beautiful smiling visage of an ancient librarian, a type of a museum keeper here, right before you. And you realize now you are looking upon this very lighthouse's ancient keeper, because you see a tranquil, angelic-like figure here, draped entirely in long, flowing white robes of such beautiful textures. A being comprised of both male and female energies. As this being pulls back its shrouded white hood, you become filled with such a warmth in your heart. Just to gaze now your eyes so deeply into the pure and ancient pupils of this lovely soul. And you thrill to know now, so powerfully inside of you, that this keeper is here your very own soul's guide. This being who has been waiting here for you all of this time, to so fondly greet you, to welcome you and to connect you once again to what it means to be a spirit and a soul who is growing positively, who is expanding positively. A being who is both present in this moment and yet spans across all of eternity. And this sublime entity before you, you know, can now answer for you so many more deeply important questions you have. Finally relaxing and relieving you of all of those worries and concerns you know may need some answering. As you know, now is your important opportunity to ask here exactly what you came to know, what you came to see, what you came to feel, what you came to hear. To ask your soul's guide anything at all which you seek. And maybe, for example, you may first ask, what do you need to keep growing? Or you may choose to ask, what could it possibly be that is holding you back in some way? Or just by example, you may choose to ask, how can you overcome any obstacles currently in your way in your life? Or you may decide that this moment is the right moment to ask, what is the ultimate meaning of your spiritual life? All of these important questions and so many more are now available here to you. And you remember that each time you come to this sacred tower, you are always so free to ask anything and everything that you wish to ask. Because here is your time to commune with your spirit guide. He will now reveal to you by images or sounds or feelings or knowledge the answers you are needing. So my voice will soon fade and leave your awareness, allowing you this important time to ask everything you desire. And soon after, when you are truly satisfied with your new insights and new awarenesses, you will find you will so easily drift away into a deeply serene, incredibly rejuvenating, relaxing and sound sleep. And when you do wake again, whenever you do, whenever you will feel so refreshed, so renewed, so powerfully healed and cleared, as so many deep parts of you will be aligning to your true purpose. And each and every day, more and more powerful new insights will reveal themselves to you, springing up and into your conscious mind. Because you are integrating all of your spirit guides' revelations so much more and more into the practice of actions and habits of your daily powerful life. As you heal and become more confident and more calm, more motivated, and feeling more purposeful in every aspect of your life. So now just rest and relax as you ask your questions to your beloved Spirit's guide, and my voice will now leave you completely to drift as you dream, to deeply explore and float to wherever it is you may, as I wish you to be at peace, my friend, as you will now receive everything that is true and meaningful to you.